Come on in, my crafty friends. You don't know who I am? I'm Deborah, and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Yarn Creations. And we are one day shy of ending this month. This is the last quarter of the year, the first of the fourth quarter, which is 3 months. We're in the month of October 2025. As I look back on it, it is happening now. But when I look back on it next week, we'll be in November. So I am working on activities and projects for my next upcoming Arts and Craft Festival, which is happening in November. So I have a little bit of time to get things going. I ordered some more supplies, and yeah, let's get this thing going. So right now I'm working on a wheat pumpkin. It's going to be this color, and I'm using let me see what color this is. This color is clay. It's called clay, and it's, let me take this off. Loops and Threads clay color. Loops and Threads clay by Michaels. Loops and Thread, and it's in the color clay, and I think it's going to be really pretty because I made a baby pumpkin and it turned out really, really cute. So I will not be with you long, but I want to get this started, and it works up pretty fast, but this is going to be gorgeous. I'm trying to see how many I'm going to do. I'm going to be probably working on some more pumpkins. Let's see, because it'll happen before Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be making on more pumpkins, couple hats. Let me see what else I'm going to be doing. Bringing some of the stuff that I didn't sell on the last event. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I got to see if I can remember how to do it. I do have some little notes here that I scribbled, so we can get this going. And whether or not somebody joins, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. So I am, okay, starting on the third row. I have my water. I need to be more consistent. I was going to get on Tuesday. Tuesday was raining. Wednesday was raining. This is our first free day of beautiful sunshine, beautiful weather. Tuesday, I thought about it. I said, nope, I'm just going to rest. Wednesday, I thought about it. I said, nope, I'm just going to rest. So I'm here. I know I wasn't going to be doing a lot of lives, but since I'm working on this Arts and Crafts Festival, I figure I work on some projects and get two things kill two birds. I should say that, kill two birds. That doesn't even sound nice, does it? I should get two things done at once. While I'm working on some projects, I'm going to go ahead and just work on this and see how it turned out, and go from there. Work on a few projects and go live and do a little chit chat. I figured that'd be a good way to get things done. So we will see how this turns out. It's been busy. Our world, government better open up. The government needs to open back up. All this politics and these game playing while they get paid is just sickening. But they need to open up, and I hope that new things or laws and things are put in place where if the government shuts down, Congress doesn't get paid. Let's see how long they let that go. It's just amazing how they play with people. Play games with the people. Amazing. So after this next event, I'm gonna have to do the hustle. Get ready for Thanksgiving. We'll see how that turns out. We'll see if the peeps come down, hang out with me. And I'm knocking my door. Got a little scratch. Get out of here. We'll see if they try to come in here. I'll be making plans. Not today, sweetie pies. Not today. Not tomorrow. My yarn is off limits. This is my she shed. Okay. It's working out pretty good. I have to remember in my head how to do this stitch. When I did the first one, it was so easy. All right, I wrote down some instructions. Because who knows? I need to work on my Etsy shop. I need to add things to my Etsy shop. I'm a little bit behind in things because I be working, y'all. I don't just sit here and crochet all day. I wish I could. But I have other things that happens in my life in order to make things happen. Keep the lights on. Keep the internet connected. Got to do other things besides sit and crochet. Even though I like these events, sometimes they turn out pretty good. We'll see. We'll see how this one turns out. I can't remember what happened last year. But either way, everything happens in this time. Everything happens in its time. So I'll show you the wheat stitch once I get the first wheat. It's so pretty. I didn't really realize how pretty this stitch is. Where did I learn about it? I think I learned about it on YouTube. I saw somebody do this stitch and then I started doing it and I'm like, wow, it's really pretty. It's a really pretty stitch. Let's see. You gotta be careful with it though, because you have to kind of give yourself room to grow. Make sure you don't you gotta leave the last 4. 2, 3, 4. I think this is it. Then I don't know. We're gonna do this. It's been cold here. You know, it's been like Mundo Frio. I think that's how you say it. Very cold. It's been very cold here. Quince is hot. Frio is cold. Been very cold here. I don't know. Tonight it's supposed to get down to like 46 or something. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's part of the stitch. I'm going to go ahead and trim that. It's a little bit, I weaved in my ends a little bit. Let's see. This is a pretty color. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that stitch. So you do 2 rows of the wheat stitch, and then you do 2 rows of just a single stitch, back bump only. It turns out to be a really pretty stitch. And it works up fast once you get it going. But you got to get it going. it requires a little concentration, not too much. I think once you get the stitch going, it's repetitive and it's not hard. You just have to remember how to what you're doing. What are you doing? So life is really interesting. Government better open up soon. There, I said it. I don't know what y'all need to do something. In one sense, I understand why they are really trying to give the Democrats the opportunity to rectify what they're doing and open up and agree to reopen and work together. I understand because I think the Democrats are so evil that, say, for example, they decided, you know what, we're not going to keep playing these games. We're going to go ahead and reopen with the majority rules, or filibuster, or whatever they call it, and we're going to just open up. I think the Democrats are so evil and so devious that they would probably try to hurt the people even more with something wicked or evil or something conniving in order to get their way. And at this particular point in time, I don't like to talk about politics, but when it starts affecting people's family and livelihoods and stuff, we got a problem, people. We got a real nasty problem on our hands with this this people, the political things that's taking place in our world. Not to mention what's going on around the world. Jamaica is gone. It's probably going to take years, if that, to recover. Then I think I was watching the news, the weather, just briefly before I came up here, and it looked like it's heading toward Bermuda. You know, we're going to have some really strange events happening in, I think, in this new year. I think these are all just foretellings, and we just need to, if you don't believe in God or believe in something higher than yourself, you better. I would recommend God. Just saying. You can do whatever you want to do. But they said demons even tremble. So I wouldn't be playing in this day and age. There's too much stuff happening in the atmosphere that they're not telling us about. Some things you have to seek out and find it. So just need to be mindful of all that. It is such a pretty stitch. This stitch makes me so happy. I don't know what to say. I think this stitch can also be like a really nice cardigan stitch. And just, it's so pretty, this wheat stitch. And after I get these last few rows, I'll show you what it looks like. So if it's pretty as a pumpkin, imagine if it was I could see this more like a sweater or something. So make sure my stitch count is right. I should have 25. Six. I need some noise up here. Your dog's barking. 13. 14. See what's going on here. Get that out of the way. Go. Be gone. Real. I don't know. My computer's busted. My computer's busted. This stitch. Oh, it's gorgeous. This color is really pretty. I think I might have got this color last year because I was going to be making some hats and I was trying to think of something orange I could get. And this is what I kind of came up with. This is, like I said, it's loops and thread. It's the yarn texture itself is okay. I typically like to, if I can, some hats I don't mind doing acrylic. This hat that I have on is acrylic, but some yarns I like the feel of cotton. I'll do one more row and I'm gonna show you what this looks like. Hold on, just a little while longer. One. This is the second row, back loop only. I've been doing some research on how to prepare your displays. I'm see what happens this time. I need some a little bit of privacy, so I've been looking of how to do that. Because last time I had someone, she was next to me, and she had her items, crochet items, and sometimes you can't always. They do. Most places I've known don't put two crochet people together. They may be in the same room, but they're not going to be like table next to table. So I want to try to do something where I give myself a little bit more privacy, and so that yeah, I haven't figured it out all the way yet, but I have some ideas that I'm going to try to implement. Some I might not be able to do until maybe next year, because it's going to require some different display types. Okay, guys, ready for the great reveal? This stitch is called the wheat stitch. It is so pretty. Look at that. That is gorgeous, isn't it? It looks like little wheat. It's gorgeous, simply gorgeous. That's the wrong side. And so it's going to be a pumpkin. And let me see what the measurements are. Tools of the trade. This measures to be about 7 inches, but it is gorgeous. I could just see this in so many different things. So I'm going to do probably, let's see, one more set of wheats, maybe 4 more rows, and then I'm going to call it a night. Guys, if you watch the replay, be sure to like. And if you want to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know the next time I upload a video, until I can be more consistent with my time, which probably won't be until after the holiday season, maybe in January. We'll see if we all make it, because this weather is crazy. People are crazy. But we will see. We will see what happens in the future. I think that's right. Sometimes I can't tell if the stitches are there. I think it is. You will find out, but I think it is. Sometimes this thread is not. Doesn't feel as loose. Doesn't feel tight. Yeah, the wheat stitch works up real fast once you get the hang of it. I really like it a lot. I think it was when I was it was one stitch I was making. I need to find it. It was like a cable stitch. And oh my goodness, I really like that stitch. I don't know why. I like the little stitches that twist and turn a little bit. Gives it a little bit of personality. Yep. So it's been quiet here in Memphis. I don't watch the news. I don't know if what's been taking place. I don't know if they still have. I don't know. I don't watch the news. I watch the Weather Channel, and I do a lot of streaming, but I don't do too much of local news. So if anything crazy is happening, I don't hear about it. Seems like it's all been quiet, which is a good thing. You have Memphis back. Memphis, come back, Memphis. Come back, Memphis. Memphis has a rich history. Very rich. Very rich. Okay, that's the first row of the wheats. Then I'm going to do another one. And then I'm going to do the two edges. Then I'm going to call it bye-bye. I'm going to say bye-bye. I'm going to say bye-bye. And I will let you see my finished product once I get to that point of sharing with you. It is, like I said, I shared with you a part earlier. I'm going to give me some coffee. I don't need it. The coffee keeps me up at night sometimes. But it's just a habit, I think, more than anything. You know how things are. You create habits. I need to create a good habit. Okay, come on. This color is cool, cute. I'm gonna see. I don't want to just be. Make sure I get the right stitches, because that makes it's stretching it a little too much. Let me try that. I know you can't see it. You'll see it in a minute when I finish. When I get close to finishing, I'll share with you what I'm working on. Right now, you don't need to see. Trust me, they say. Trust me. All I know is, can we get some snow with this cold? Some people call themselves loving it. You can love whatever. It's too soon, if you ask me. But who cares about what I want? I don't know. That I like the cooler temperature. I just don't like it cold, and it's been cold enough to cut the heat on. Some people are like, I'd rather have it cold than hot. Whatever. I don't want to burn up, but this right here, no. It's bad either way. I don't know which is worse, cold or hot. Because if you get hot, you can melt. If you're cold, you can freeze. And there's no in between. So you'd be surprised some of the things you can hear when you're up here. It's quiet. With the sound of barking, dog barking. Not to me. I don't hear any cars moving. There's one. See, I spoke too soon. Doesn't feel like it's Thursday, I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's see. Getting to the end of that. Let's see. Did it turn out right? It did. I'll let you see in a minute. In a minute. Hold on a minute. I'll let you see in a minute what I'm working on. Just hold on. I gotta finish this. Got 2 more rows and I'll let you see it. I'm doing back loop only. And if the yarn cooperates with me, I'll be able to show you. And then, like I say, once I do these last 2 rows, I'm gonna pop off. But I'm getting ready for my next event. I want to do a better job of inventory, I say. We'll see. But I was listening to one guy. He gave a really good idea. He mentioned the tags. Like when you put tags, price tags on your products, he said one way of keeping up, he likes to label everything. He said one way of keeping up with what you sold is to remove the tag. I was like, that's a good idea. Instead of leaving the tag on there, collect the tags. You can also reuse them if you haven't written on them. Well, even if you've written on them, you can still reuse them. Like if I have a tag that says pumpkin $5 or whatever I charge for it, if I collect those tags, then guess what? I know what I sold. And if I want to add on something like the color, like this one is going to be colored clay, it's clay colored, I can do that as well. And then that way I know which colors sold more than others. Like this one, this is a burnt, no, this is called clay. That's nice. So I'm making a pumpkin. And I found my ribbon the other day, so I could put something. I think it has some tags that go with it. I need to find those tags. They say so grateful for you or something like that. You tie a little bow, so I may do that. Find my little tags to go with my ribbon, and probably would be really nice with this pumpkin I'm making. I'm gonna see how many I can make out of this. Maybe do one day all pumpkins, the next day do hats. I want to make some more hats. And what doesn't sell, I could probably, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do one in December. That one is not bad, but the weather, you just don't know what the weather's gonna be like. It could be nice, it could be cold, and it can be, I guess if they have any problems with the venue, or like if it snows or something, they refund you, but still you're preparing for the event. So hopefully the weather will hold up. Okay. That is 4 rows. You guys ready? Great. 1, 2, 3. Isn't that gorgeous? That is going to be a beautiful pumpkin. That is going to be very, very nice. I love this stitch. It is so pretty. Once I finish the pumpkin, what I'm going to do is it'll curve and it'll be all this beautiful stitch. The yarn here is Loops and Threads. Not sponsored. One day, maybe. But this is not necessarily my favorite yarn. But I can, it's a nice soft blend. It says soft plastic. That's why. It's really soft. So I'm working on that. And I don't know. It shouldn't take too long to finish this. But I may do maybe one more after this one. And then I'm going to That's enough for this size pumpkin. Maybe one. It doesn't take long. Maybe 2, 3. I want to have like just a little pumpkin section. So until next time, I may get on sometime next week. I don't know when. I don't want to put it in stone. What's next week? Next week is getting closer and closer to crunch time. So we'll see. I may just come on so I can work on some more projects with you guys. And we'll see how things work out. So hopefully you enjoyed it and that you're clicking that like button. Until next time, bye.